My first gloves, they didn't even have a name. They were bought and given to me by the director of our school. My first football memory was playing in the junior league back home, and of course not being selected as one of the few that could represent the region, but it was a learning curve, and it was one of my best memories that really made me who I am. My first football boots were, of course, with two stripes, but one comes across. They were blue, but they were given to me by someone, and amazingly they were 6-pin, and I was using them on a very rough pitch, but I never minded because they were given to me as a present, and they were my first boots, so I really loved them. My first junior club was called Friends of Football, and it was for the under 12, 13, 14, 15, but that was my first junior club. In the amateur league, it was Sharing Youth Center, playing against Zambia. That was my first amateur league game. And the professional league, it was Sports Club Villa against a team called Yumbe United in the north of Uganda. To be honest, I started as a goalkeeper in the township where I grew up from, because whenever they chose 11 versus 11, I was the one outside, and they said, who wants to be in goals? And I was like, yeah, I can do this. And I picked up the passion, and everyone said, yeah, you can become a goalkeeper. So it was my first ever love for football, goalkeeping. Of course, I played up front at a certain stage, and eventually I had to go back to goalkeeping because that's where my destiny was. My first coach in the amateur league, he was called Richard Amatre. In the professional side, it was Micho Srododovic.
Purchase your tracks today.
My first ever trophy was a school trophy that I won with Kampala Citizens. It was called Buganda Cup. That was my first ever trophy that I won as a footballer, going into amateur football, going into professional football, but that was my first ever school football trophy that I won. My first CAF game actually was against Al Ahly when I was still playing for Sports Club Villa in Uganda, and yeah, it was way back in I think in 2004.
Purchase your tracks today.
My first memory with Sundowns was when we won the Telkom knockout, and I had a brilliant game, and we were playing one of the rivals, so it was, for me, it's one of the biggest memories that I have with the club.